So today I wanted to talk about burnout. And I recently listened to a podcast about burnout, and so much of it resonated with me that I wanted to share with you about what I've learned and my own experience. And, I wanted to get all dressed up and make it pretty, but I was just walking out with the dogs. And I had so much inspiration about what I wanted to say, like it just came to me. So here I am, unfiltered, haven't even showered yet, with my cup of tea. And I just wanted to get this message out because this message is more important than my appearance. Like a lot of spiritual teachers talk about these downloads that they get. I got a download. And I often get these downloads when I'm exercising. I don't know if you experience that too, but when I'm exercising, I have the best ideas. Anyway, and just as a side note, there might be some language in this message. I'm going to try and keep it under 10 minutes. But so if you have little kids around, maybe put on some headphones. But if you don't care, cool. So, burnout. Burnout is one of those things that when you are burned out or when you're experiencing burnout, you don't necessarily know it's happening. It's not like burnout raises its hand and says, hello, you're burned out, you need to change something. No, that's not how it works. When you know you're burned out, it's too late. You end up depressed. You find yourself in a little ball, and I'm not laughing about this, but you found yourself in a little ball in bed and you can't get up, you can't face the world, you're at your wit's end. That's when you finally know that you're burned out. So my intention with this message is to tell you a little bit about the signs of burnout. And, maybe if you are seeing yourself in any of these signs, you can say, oh shit, I actually need to do something about this now. So you don't end up in a heap, which is not nice. So in this email, I've included the typical signs of burnout and some tips about what you can do about it. So you can read that. But I wanted to talk about my own experience because I actually realized that I went through burnout. And again, it's the thing, you think burnout is maybe only for corporate people or people with high pressure jobs. But moms can fucking get burned out too. Okay? So go back about, it was before this shit show pandemic. So I guess it was about 2019 is where when I look back, was really sort of the peak of my burnout. So 2 years ago, I was 45, just really starting my health coaching business. So setting up a new business, super excited, really wanted to get my message out there, working on a website, setting up my social media. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes into, creating a business because you're doing it all on your own, especially in the beginning. And then I was still a mom, or I am still a mom. But, those responsibilities didn't go away. And it was so hard for me to try and juggle all of this. And I pushed. And at the same time, my hormones were all over the place, probably because of my pushing and my stress levels. So I was tired, I was grumpy, I was aggravated, I was resentful, I was gaining weight, I was tired. I think I said I was tired already. I was really fucking tired. And it wasn't pretty. And things, and then I think I've shared before, but on a Sunday you're like, okay, this week is going to be good. I'm organized. I've got my to-do list. I know my priorities for the week. I've made my schedule. In Google Calendar, you can have all these different color codes. It looks really pretty and so good. I've got my exercise, meditation, and then my work, and then family time. I've got it all planned. And then Monday morning comes, and the children get sick, and the dog needs to fucking go to the vet, and who the fuck knows what else happens, okay? And then your whole fucking schedule goes out the window. And then your husband, bye honey, see you tonight. So you're left with all the things, and your beautiful schedule goes out the window, and you know your intentions for your work, your aspirations are basically just kicked to the curb. It took me a long time to work through that, and I've realized, you know, like one of the lessons of motherhood, really one of the biggest lessons for me is to be flexible. And I think finally my children are 9 and 12. I'm 47. I think I finally learned that lesson, but it's taken me a while. So anyway, you know, you're like, what the fuck? You keep pushing, and yeah, my adrenals, my cortisol went through the roof. I kept working out harder. I started fasting, and it just, you know, and then the typical signs of burnout, like you don't want to be around people. I didn't even want to talk to Dara at night. I didn't want to talk to my family. I didn't want to talk to friends. I was like, I'm done talking. I can't be with anybody right now. Sleep, you know, you don't sleep. Yeah, and you just realize, you know, you're burned out. So have a look at that list. Have a look at your life. Have a look at how you are experiencing the world right now. And yeah, you know, reflect, see what's happening, and take care of yourself. Lessons learned from my experience is I put a lot of pressure on myself to succeed. I mean, I was excited to succeed and to work and to produce and to serve. So, you know, and I wanted things to happen. I mean, I'm impatient anyway, so I wanted things to happen. But I also realized I put a lot of pressure on myself. And I think that is one of the biggest things with burnout is when you get burned out, you push harder. And that's not the right thing to do. You actually need to back away. Don't make any important decisions. Just it's a lot of acceptance of the reality of things. It's support, you know, reaching out, speaking, verbalizing what you're experiencing, your frustrations, and having so much compassion for yourself at where you're at, and that you can't do it all. You can't do it all. We're not robots. We're humans with heartbeats and feelings and hormones and kids. I love my kids, you know that. Anyway, that's my burnout story. Today, you know, burnout, well, I don't think I'm burned out anymore. No, I know I'm not burned out anymore, but overwhelm happens and these situations still happen, especially with homeschooling. But as I've said, I've learned to accept and pivot, right? Pivot is the catchword of the fucking last 2 years, right? We're pivoting all the time. Yeah, so grab a cup of tea and be gentle on yourself. Deep breaths, yoga, wine helps, you know, in the moment, but the next day it doesn't really help anymore. So go easy on the booze. And just be gentle on yourself. Take a break. Go away if you need to. Like say, I'm out of here. I've learned to do that, and I don't feel guilty about it anymore. And just take care of yourself. And reach out if you need help. If you feel like, shit, this is where I'm at. Don't know what to do about it. One of the last points in the list is turn to somebody, a therapist, a coach, that can sort of guide you and navigate your way out of that forest of overwhelm and get you back into a place more of balance and ease. Love you guys. I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes, and I think I've just hit 10 minutes. So have a good day. Mwah.